And isn't it funny? I'm sure you see this at your shows. Really young kids are coming out. They dig the artists with depth and with whatever we have. Yeah, or you have. What am I including?
You got it. Come on, you've been doing it as long as I have. The thing that I think is attracting young people to rock concerts is because they're all over the internet. They're seeing all these video games, and they're doing the Guitar Hero, and they're doing all this stuff, but it's all a bunch of cartoons. And they really, I think, the last stronghold that we have on rock music is live performance. You can always go do that if it's in somebody's garage, if it's on a big stage somewhere, and it's the element that I hope will never die because it is the true element of rock music. The big productions with records and all that became something. The people that spent 3 years on a record and all those things. That it became that rock is really about guys just beating the crap out of their instruments and yelling, screaming at the top of their lungs, something they feel in their heart, and young kids can relate to that.
Yeah, I'm sitting here with Sammy Hagar at Q107, and I like the whole deal about people complaining about record sales and record sales. Did you really make any money selling records anyway? Isn't the live thing always that? Like you said, you're saying that's the exciting part. And then I wanted to ask you all too. You said, okay, go ahead.
Well, Van Halen, we made a lot of money selling records. When you sell 5 or 6 million records, you do. But when you just have like a 300,000 or 400,000, record that sells 300,000 or 400,000 records, the record company, you can't make any money with that. They claim they spend it all on promotion and this and that. But yeah, you go out and you work, and working on stage is really what you wanted to do to begin with anyway. The record was I just used to say, I'm going to make a new record so I can go back out on tour.
Did you see just in the news, Sammy Hagar here, did you see in the news the guy from REM, the lead singer, just today in the news, he said, what's the point of touring? You don't sell any records anymore. I'm like, he's not getting it anymore.
Wow, I didn't know he said that.
Isn't that
Sorry,
strange?
He feels that way. The point of touring is that's what you do. Before you had a record contract, you sat in the garage or in your bedroom with a couple people plugged into stuff, and you just wanted to play. And when your buddies would say, hey, man, somebody's having a party across town. You guys want to play? Hell yes. It ain't like, well, how much are we going to get paid? Or we want to make a record first. It was like, we'll be there on our nickel. We'll play for free. We'll pay you to play. And so the live performance side of it is definitely the real reward. I sat there in Van Halen. I remember the first time 5150 when we were in Atlanta, Georgia, right? That's Michael Stipes, from around there.
Yeah.
We were in Atlanta, Georgia. Our manager said the album had been out 3 weeks. He said, guess what? Your first number one album, 5150, went to number one. The previous Van Halen never happened to me as a solo artist. And we sat around and said, wow, what are we going to do? Let's order a bottle of champagne. Great. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We start drinking. Next thing you know, everybody said, wow, I'm tired, man. I'm going to take a nap. We got a gig tonight, right? It's like, okay, you go back to your room, take a nap, wake up, sitting in the dressing room, going, man, I can't wait to get out there and play. I was like, oh, wow, yeah, congrats. Somebody, hey, congratulations, number one. I said, oh, yeah, that's right. That went in one ear and out the other, man. We had a gig. There's 18,000 people out there. That was the cool part.
That's right. Way deep inside your heart.